In a nutshell, it's implementing Documentum systems. I work with the project managers, I work with the infrastructure and operations, and my role is to install Documentum systems, to enhance the architecture, and to work with the various teams, that's the database, the security, the networking people, and make sure that Documentum system is delivered. Some of the things I do will be to extend a Documentum system if someone wants to add disaster recovery. I have just recently implemented a Documentum system, and during the delivery cycle, security said we cannot have anything but two-factor authentication. So I had to come up with a solution for that, otherwise that project would not be allowed to operate within the organisation. So there's little things like that. I fell into Documentum actually. A colleague was leaving his position for family reasons, and I'd already done the training courses, and as such I then was offered his position, and I developed great skills on the job, must be 17 years ago. Well, Documentum has a future. It's strategic in many companies, of course, but also EMC have to be very aware that there are other technologies out there, such as Oracle Webcenter, which is very powerful, very flexible, very easy to install, very capable. The same with SharePoint. My point of view as a consultant, I have to know those technologies, and I am focusing a great deal on Oracle Webcenter. So, yes, Documentum is good, well, there are other alternatives. I think certification is very useful in proving that someone has the ability to read and understand a technology domain and then implement something according, obviously, to what they've learned. So it's likely they will implement something successfully, but I don't think there's any substitute for experience. With outsourcing, I have worked in a multicultural environment, and my role has been to support the Documentum technical team as a subject matter expert and deal with any issues they have with the migration of one system, one hosting environment to another hosting environment. So basically, if a Documentum system was moved and it was found that the target wouldn't run, then they would call on me to fix that and to then document what I did to fix it. So I basically provided them with a cookbook of all the resolutions to those issues. Firstly, knowledge transfer. I pride myself in my ability to write documentation. I've got a proven track record of being able to write installation qualifications and operating procedures, work instructions and various documents relating to the administration and maintenance of systems, and done so in a compliant manner with, for example, the Food and Drug Administration. Secondly, problem solving, really from a global implementation scale to more granular issues with a particular component or particular product. I have been hired, for example, as a SME, a subject matter expert for Infosys, because I would then sit back and support their Documentum technical team in their migrations, particularly large pharmaceutical. So really, when they had an issue with a migration, something wasn't working at the other end, it would be my job to find out why it's not working and fix it, and then feed back to them in the form of a document all the things I found so that the deliverable was reliable and as it should be. Automation, using back-end scripting such as PowerShell and Bash, sort of speeding up repeatable processes using these tools. I've taken performance issues where things have had a bottleneck, and then I've paralleled the solution across an array of servers so that something executes in one day as opposed to 25 days, that kind of thing. And this is quite a common occurrence. So anything to do with automating manual processes and solving problems. I have mixed feelings about the cloud. I think everyone wants to jump on the cloud and they want to use the cloud, but the benefits a cloud has is that there's a lot of companies all doing the same thing, and it can all be managed centrally, and the responsibility is pushed to a team of people who are doing this stuff for a living, so the operating costs can be a great deal less. But if you think of a Documentum system, for example, can be down for one day and cost that company $10 million, you better be sure your service level agreements are all in order and all the insurances are in order, because you are ultimately handing the crown jewels to a third party to look after. If something happens with that cloud, your business is not going to function while that cloud is down. But that also applies to internally managing your infrastructure. If something messes up inside, you know, you're going to experience the same problem. So I think clouds have to be thought through very carefully, but they also bring a lot of benefits.